Hey, Cannon Nation, it's your boy KS here. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, we have to flip it. That's still not the right one. There we go. And we are going to continue our hunting today with Giratina, and I'm also going to be doing Celebi on the side. I think my game is, everything's just turned up stupid loud for me on my end, because you guys look pretty low over there. It doesn't help that we're like in quiet music time, so that's fun. All right, we are doing the resets on Crystal as well. So for Celebi, so I'm gonna do my best to do both again, like we were doing. All right, I have to not put you in the center. I have to do something else with you. Right, I forgot about how this works. While we are doing everything we can to get everything else together. It's great. You know, it's great. It's lovely, you know. Just having to do all these things at the same time. We're gonna do our best to stream as much as we possibly can with this. We'll see if I get bored or not, as I tend to get bored with shiny hunting pretty quickly. So we'll do our best. So that's gonna be the fun part about all this, as I have to be doing I'm doing two hunts. I'm doing two hunts at the same time too. It's like, this is not what I do, so it's a little bit more tedious than normally what it would be. All right, we did update that counter. Just wanted to be sure, because we did find another Celebi. Celebis tend to come a little bit quicker, I think. But yeah, it's a little bit tough to do these again. I don't mind doing the shiny hunting stuff, but I don't do it often. I don't really do it at all because I don't like it. It's not I don't like it. It's I don't like it, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. So I'm doing it for charity though. So if you guys want to support the charity, feel free. ! Charity. We'll bring up that for you guys. I'm gonna try to type it with one hand while I am doing multiple things at the same time. Let's go. Let's see. Join us in the charity, celebrate, help us out. If you have anything back from like your tax refunds or something like that, you know, you can support the channel that way. It'd be great. Would really appreciate that. So if you want to support, the link there is for Make-A-Wish, and yeah, it's a great campaign because it raises money for a great charity that helps make the lives of those who have some pretty serious illnesses just a bit better by granting a wish that they have. So if you all would help out with that, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Just like the music. Yeah, I don't know exactly what how long we're gonna be going. We didn't do a long stream last time. I actually started an hour late last time we did this, and the fact that I'm already 13 minutes, I guess I'm not 13 minutes in. I guess that went by quickly, so I don't know. Hopefully the rest of it seems to go by that quickly, and we just don't have any issues, because it's great when there's not issues. All right, sorry. If I'm looking down, just know that I'm looking at my 3DS, and I'm checking to see if Celebi is there or if I'm pressing buttons when I should be pressing buttons or not. If I look this way, I'm looking at my counter. Make sure it's updated. I didn't do it. There you go. But yeah, here we are. Back at it again. I said I might be changing the pit, but I didn't come up with anything new. So we'll see if that's probably not going to be true for tomorrow. just because I don't have, unless I decide tonight that I really want to get that done. But we'll probably not be doing that. So, just for all of you who might be thinking, oh, you said you were gonna get rid of that, but yeah, not really, I guess yet. It's just a little bit tough to get rid of it when I haven't had time. This is like the busiest week for me. I mean, today I actually did nothing, which is great. I needed it, but I've been like dying all weekend and needed a break. And today was really the only day I could take because I am busy the rest of the week with other stuff that I unfortunately have to take care of and do. So, yep. Oh, I didn't even get to see if it was shiny or not. It's not. So, I did want a little bit of a break. I did do some work today. I didn't do nothing, but it got to 4 o'clock and I'm like, yeah, I probably should get some work done. And I did a little bit of work. So, then we moved on, both to this and to other stuff. So, but mostly it was sleep. I needed sleep. I was so behind on sleep. I was so behind on sleep, like there was like a truck that overturned near my road on Saturday morning. It woke me up at like 5:30, which is ridiculous. They were doing that all day, and then I was stuck out yesterday, so I actually worked all day yesterday. I couldn't get back into my house. I was just stuck out, and luckily I had, they've been working on the road nearby, and I knew they might be closed during the day, and they were. So I took my laptop and went working somewhere else to try to deal with that. Found a place with like the most uncomfortable seating ever. Like, none of the chairs were comfy. The high tops were, I don't like high tops in the first place. Like, at least with the floor, you can like move your leg to like readjust the seat and how it feels underneath of you. But on a high top, you're kind of just like stuck there. And then they have comfy chairs, but they're so low you can't really work from them. And then they had this bench that was like a pillow bench, like a bunch of pillows and stuff, but it wasn't good either. So just nothing there that was super comfy at all. Yeah, we are. I'm hoping that I can take a little bit of a break. Later. Speaking of which, this is the only stream for this week on the Twitch channel. I will be live tomorrow over on YouTube, but I will not be doing Thursday or Friday or Sunday this week. I just have so much on my plate that it is impossible to. I could stream, but I will be dead tired, and I don't want to be dead tired when I'm doing streams and stuff. So we're not going to even attempt to try to do any of that stuff. I'm just going to be here for this one stream and be done. It isn't great because I'm not motivated to do it because it's shiny hunting, but yeah. I guess I did get some work done. Well, I got some content work done today. I got all the videos so far of Shield uploaded because I realized that the final episode of Moon came out today. So Shield is on and live as of Thursday. It'll be a live playlist and series. So I wanted to get them updated and edited. I only had a couple. I think I had 7 episodes done, but I had a couple more uploaded without thumbnails, so I needed to go and do that, and I got them done. Which means now I can focus a little bit on maybe at nights this week to get the other series done, which is Rotation Link. Get some of those videos edited and stuff. I've actually been editing those more than Shield, which might be a problem because Shield is coming out sooner. But Shields are such a Shield is such a easier edit, so it's not like it's that. Like I change layouts most of the time and that's it. Or if I have like something extra that comes in, then we change that. But for the most part, you know, there's not too much to editing. There's really not much to editing a YouTube video for Pokemon. I make it more difficult on myself for doing some of these other things. But I think more of the time people come and those series have now been turned into more like podcast style videos where you're just talking through things with the chat, or not the chat. Such a streamer. You're talking through things with the comment section of your video, so, or like whoever's watching, that you don't really. It doesn't really matter if you're watching what's happening in the game unless they're talking about something that's happening in the game. So I didn't mark that Celebi. Yeah, it's important really to just have an entertaining video without really putting too much effort into it. I don't know if like that's gonna be a style that changes in the future. I'm not quite sure where I want to go with my content when it comes to Pokemon Nuzlocke. Like that's what I want to be doing generally. Like I didn't want to get rid of that, but at the same time, I want to be able to do these challenge runs too. So we'll see. If I was a smarter content creator, I'd pull back on what I did for, and I might do that. I might just pull back on what we do for YouTube in general. Like just once a month kind of deal. I mean, those videos take a minute to edit. So maybe once a month wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad that I couldn't get it done. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's how we pull it back. It would mean that I wouldn't have to be like doing a series as much anymore. But it also means I'd have to be able to get some challenges done quicker. And that just means every stream would have to be the said challenge run that we're doing at the time. So the difficult part is going to be writing another script for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, because we've already done it. I've already wrote a script for it, so it's like, how do I make that better? And maybe I just like go back through it, comb back through it. It's like I can put some more jokes and stuff in here, and I know there's going to be some things that need to change. So I think at least having a template for the script is going to make it easier, because part of the additional work that goes into one of those videos, I guess it's not additional as much as any of the other videos that I would release on a Saturday, because they still involve script writing and then making everything work out. They do take a little bit longer to edit because they're not as clean of an edit, you know. They're not like, oh, I'm taking this thing that I've already made and just adding some extra things to it. It's like, no, I actually gotta go out and find my clips from the stream and put them into this thing to get them to work correctly. You know, it's more of a hassle. I love doing them. They've been great. They've been a great addition to the channel. I think they've done well. I'm proud of them. I'm happy with them. I'm glad to be doing them. Just, I don't want to force myself to be like stuck into Pokemon's the only thing I've done and I'm doing. So well, we could be doing a challenge that is Pokemon. I don't know exactly what that would look like down the road, but there is the potential that I find something that I could Nuzlocke that way and go from there. Maybe not like Nuzlocke that way, but like something that's not normally a Nuzlocke or something and do it that way. I don't know. We also could just take the full Nuzlocke series and make them their own videos. Those would just be, we used to refer to them as supercuts. And they were just like the important moments that had, well, I guess they wouldn't be that way. They could be supercuts, but they would be more of still the style of, oh hey, this is how we do things. You know, this is what we need to do. How can we beat this challenge? What did I use to beat the challenge? You know, I mean, with some of these challenge runs, there are there's hours of footage that doesn't get used in like a 20 to 30 minute video, if they're even that long. That's probably about where we hit, I would imagine. I don't remember. I didn't look at them since then. So, yeah, I need to look at them again. See if it actually is that long. Bum ba dum ba dee ba dee ba dum ba dum ba dee ba dum ba dee ba dum ba ba dum ba dum 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 the dum. But yeah, again, if you have challenges and stuff, let me know. I'm interested in doing some. I'm actually glad that we have this event going on right now because it does allow me to kind of think through a challenge a bit more. That is going to be some of my, it's going to be where I'm spending time after I'm done with this week, which I guess gives me 10 days. So what, today's the 15th, it's Tuesday, which means what? Yeah, 5 days would be the 20th, which is what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it would be Sunday would be the 20th. So, and then the month is, I can't do the hand trick right now. January, February, March, April. April has 30 days. I'm trying to do the hand trick without using my hand, which is crazy. If you don't know what the hand trick is for that, it's you take your knuckles and you go January, February. So the tops are all 31 days. So you go January, February, March, April, May, June, July. You start back over again. August, September, October, November, December. And it will show you which days have 31, which months have 31 days and then or not. The only two that are back to back are July, August. I think January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, yeah. But it's really fun. I always love February. It's just a funny month to me. Because if you look at a calendar, February and March have the same numbers in the same spots. Like, it's crazy. And I gotta be so easy to get confused. I don't remember ever getting confused by it, but it's just funny to me. Like 28 is a perfect amount of days for a month. You know, it's 4 weeks. It's straight up 4 weeks, which is crazy to me to think about. Because I wonder about the calendar, like why it's the way it is. Also, February is just like the best month because you get paid for 28 days instead of 30 or 31. I guess when you think about it like that. It's kind of funny. Because you do, like, you're still working every day, but, you know, there's time off. But I thought somebody mentioned somewhere, I don't remember, it might have been a TikTok I watched, but I think you can make a whole nother month of the 28 days if you took away the extra days from the rest of the months. So like January has 29, like 28, 28, 28, 28, and you just have a 13th month. But I don't remember why there wasn't a third. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is. Like realistically, we should start with like cycles. So like the first of the year should be December 21st. Like realistically, that should be the first day of the year because it's the start of winter. So then our time is actually split up into the 4 seasons. And each season then would get what, 4? That's why they don't do it, because each season would have 6 would have not 6 weeks, jeez. How many weeks would you get? Why is my brain not doing math right now? You get 32 and I'm like, that's way off. Why is it not working? No, I don't know why my brain. Why can't my brain do multiplication tables? Like I don't know why it's not doing it. You'd have 12. It'd be each one would have 13 weeks. There you go. I was trying. I guess I was trying to multiply 3 by 8. And I'm like, that's not. And then my brain's like, wait, no, we're not doing this because it's not right. And it was right. It wasn't right. It was supposed to be 3 times 4 because that's 3 months, 4 weeks each. You know, gives you 12, and then you get an extra week because of the 13th month. I guess that would just throw off the balance of everything again. So it doesn't really matter how you build the calendar. To be honest, like it's always gonna be kind of wonky. I'd love to get a shiny and just be done. I'd love to get the Celebi hunt done. I know it's like you guys can't see it and I can't see it. I can't speak today. You guys can't see it, but I've been hunting it for a long time and I just would like to be done with it, you know? Sorry, I didn't actually check it. I just kind of reset over it. I would love to just be done with it, you know? But hey ho, SpaghettiOs. That's where we're at. Alright, well I need to change who I'm watching because the person I'm watching is going offline. Yay. That's a bright layout that I looked at. Swap me. I didn't press the button. I'm gonna actually go here. Be in it. All right, give me that. Thanks. Not shiny. Oh, what's this? There's a space for the GS ball to fit inside the Ilex Forest Shrine. Well, why don't we put the ball there? Crazy. Yeah, it would be cool to try to do a Wind Waker. Do something with Wind Waker. I don't know what that would be. I also would just like love to learn how to speed one Wind Waker. I want to speed one Wind Waker. I would like to learn how to speed run Wind Waker because it looks like such a fun speed run with all these glitches and stuff. I thought about that with like SA2. It's like I'd love to speed run it, but the glitches yeah, they don't look fun. Like Zelda games have fun glitches. Sonic games, no, they don't. They're just broken. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. Maybe when all the stuff gets re-released, you know, we'll do it from there. Like we've been doing, if you think about it, I've been doing challenge runs since the channel started, and nothing is really changing from that in the grand scheme of everything. It's just, you know, I'm doing other games besides Pokemon now. Because Pokemon Nuzlocke are a form of challenge run. So. I don't know if that matters to anybody, but they are. But I really do want to think about like some games that are, you know, some games that people enjoy in the channel that I might also enjoy, or things that I have, and try to do them. All right, I need to switch hands. Not that I'm expecting a full odds hunt to go quickly at all, but it would be nice to have these done and not have to worry about them. Just saying. What do I know? That is the weird thing. Like the last 2 shiny hunting events I've done have been full odds shiny hunting events. What happened? Oh, the ads. I don't know. People are just into full odds right now. That's just what it is. Like we were talking about this, and I remember Beefy was like, I would like to do a full odds event. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, that sounds fun. Let's do it. I was going to say like do it in March, but it ended up being April because we got this deal. And I went, what if we were like playing off of like the Make-A-Wish vibe of like wishing? We're wishing for a shining because they are so hard to get because they're full odds. And then he's like, I'm running with this, and they did, and it's fantastic. Love what they did. Love what him and Supa did to get it going and everything. So I think it turned out well. I mean, I don't know many people that are combining to do streams or anything, but it's what I would love to foster more in Team Yellow. It's just like getting us to do streams and stuff together. You know, but you can't force like connections like that. They got to be organic for the most part. So it all just depends on can you get that done or not. Yeah, and some people just don't work well together. Like, I mean, I did say, hey, if you want to join me for a stream and I'm live, just let me know. Like, you can click the button and it'd be like, oh, hey. I'd be like, okay. But the Team Yell people are not, like, they're not my closest content creator friends. Like, I know a few of them pretty well. But, like, they're not like the people that I've known for all these years, that I've worked with for all these years. So doesn't mean we can't work together, but it's a little bit more difficult to get in on the stream, or like just join a stream or be like, hey, you want to go or not? You know? Nice. No, I have an interesting game for the next one. It's not something that I've really played too much of on the channel, but I've done a little bit. And we'll see how good I am at the game, because I am not good at the game. I used to be pretty good at the game. I used to know everything about the game, and then it's been a while, and I don't. So I have to figure out how we're gonna make that work or not work. I don't know. Just depends. I don't know if I've been pressing the button for Guillotine. I'm gonna press another one, but unless somebody tells me I didn't need to press it, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. But I really don't know what we do after Giratina. I don't have any ideas for hunts. I don't know if there's anything on my bingo board even, really. Is it hunts? I think it's hunts. I don't know if there's really anything on that list that I can actually go for right now. I'm a little limited with only having one Switch available for this event, so that is a little bit of a problem. It's kind of the reason I don't like to do. It's one of the things I don't like about the randomized Switch games is I do have to randomize the Switch, and then I can't do anything else with it until I've completed that. I mean, I guess I could unrandomize it, and then I'd have to re-randomize it, but that's a process, and it's just easier if I don't. It worked out when we did like Cage Lock. It wasn't Cage Lock. When we did Rival Lock in person, because you just ran through the series. Like there was no need to like do anything extra. Like you weren't trying to play a different game on the side, you just going. So that is a part of it. Come on, red Celebi, that's what I want. Red, I guess it is red in this one. Yo, what's up, Nico? It would be red technically in a... I guess you can make pink with the pixels in a Game Boy Color. But it still is pink. Alright, we have hit 50 on Celebi, but only 40 on the Devil itself. Everything's going well. It's just busy. It's a busy time of the year. It's a busy season. The taxes on top of it, bro. You British people probably don't have like tax day like we do. Today's tax day, by the way. If you don't get your taxes filed, I feel sorry for you, because probably no one's around to help you, because it is after closing time. Closing time. What is that band? I can't think of what that band was that sings that song. I think that was Red. I didn't pay attention too much to it, honestly. Yeah. I need to make it through this week, and then I have a little bit more space open up and those kinds of things. I would definitely be taking like a day to be like, I'm just gonna rest. That'll allow me to like focus on what I want to do for the next challenge and getting all that stuff out and ready to go. And yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. And I need to get into okay. Enjoy your burb. I think a lot of people have a lot going on this time of year. Like it is like pushing in the finals season for some people. It's also like really busy for schooling and stuff, so I get it. I remember. And what's crazy for me is like I became affiliated at the end of April. And that was supposed to be May 1st, but I think it was like the 28th or something. Because I pressed the button at the beginning of the week and they're like, oh, you have this stuff? And I'm like, yeah. So let's be honest, chat. I don't know how I did that back then. I was in school when I became affiliated, and I don't know how I did that. Maybe it was like a year that I did my finals early for some reason. I did have a couple of those. Or maybe it was like all my finals were done by then. It couldn't have been that. That's way crazy. You know what's also crazy? It takes more time for the game to load in a Giratina than it does for a Celebi to fly down on the screen. That's crazy. Also, I need to check to see if fastest text is on before I continue the Celebi hunt. Maybe we can save a couple of seconds. Not like we need to. We're already 10 encounters faster than the Giratina. I pressed the backspace button like an idiot. And not my counter button. I didn't check it. I'm in the groove. I got in the groove and I just didn't think about it until after I'd already pressed the button to start a conversation. Bam. It's not shiny. But we cry a little bit. It's fine. Dang it, I did it again. I did it again. I caught you on the frame, bro. That's crazy. I stopped the thing right before it showed up a color. All right, let's look at the screen. We're gonna watch the screen closely. I'm gonna make sure fastest text is on. All right. Option. Attack speed is on fast. Gotcha. I don't think there is any text really with gear. There is like a text box, I'm sure. It goes Bishan, but like there's no really speeding that up, you know. It's whatever. It's whatever, man. Whatever. I was telling I told in the Discord server that I'm looking for a draft. I want to do a draft. It doesn't necessarily mean a draft league like Pokemon Draft League. I've actually been watching some other draft league stuff that's not Pokemon. I've been watching some Pokemon Draft League too, but watch some other non-Pokemon draft style videos, and I think they're funny and they're good, and I'm interested in them. I just need to, you know, find people. That's always the thing. Is like there's so many ideas that I could have done as a content creator, and I can still do if I had the people to do them with. Like if I had like 6 people I could pull in a league and just do it, it'd be great. I think it's my thing is like I love the draft aspect of any of those things. Those are the fun parts for me. It's like how are you drafting? Like, is there a strategy? What's the strategy? How you do it? Not necessarily like piloting the team or anything. That stuff can be fun too. I've liked it with Pokemon, so the draft is always the best thing, and it just goes so quickly. I think I would remember watching a league where they re-rolled the draft in the middle, like whoever, like the draft order became what the standings were in reverse. So like if there's 8 teams, 8 went first and then down the line. I think that's what happened, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm remembering that right. That would be cool because then I mean, it is cool, but you also lose like the identity of your team at that point too. I'm trying to think what that's called. It's something shit. It's someone's ship. Let's see if it'll come up. Alexa, what's the dilemma if you replace all the parts on a ship? Is it a new ship or not? What's that called?
I don't know that.
Okay. Trying to think. I can't. Like, I think it starts with an S. Alright, let me see. Ship of Theseus. Ship of Theses is what it is. No, not sleep mode. That's it. Yeah, it becomes Ship of Theses at that point. Like if you know reset a team, like does your whole team. If you're in the middle of a draft and you just switch your like redraft in the middle of it, is it actually the same team anymore? Like I always like that as like a rule in the middle of the draft. Not in the middle of the draft, but like in the middle of the season, there's like a cutoff for trades or anything like that, or there's cutoff for free agents, and even then, like you're reduced to only a limited amount. And if you ever question why that's a thing, it's so somebody doesn't like completely redraft the team. It's like your draft, that would mean your draft doesn't really matter, and you can like reset everything based on what your opponents have. Like every week, we would just see teams just completely swap their rosters every single week to try to counterplay their opponents. And I think it's also part of the reason why there's rules that you can't redraft, like re-pick up something you've gotten rid of. It's like once you say goodbye to it, you can't get it back. You're not gonna get it back. I do think that you should be able to get it back. Like you would have to take like, I don't know, maybe like a penalty on or something on it. Maybe you can't take it back for like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Just to make it so it's like it's a more permanent thing or something like that. And I don't know how I really feel about the last league that I did. We always get a grace period after the draft to shore up some stuff, and you know I made big trades in that draft. I'll be honest. You know, you get 5 free agent picks, and I think those really should count. In my opinion, they should, because you know you did draft a team. And if you're changing your team in that grace period, again, it's like people just swapping things around, trying to get what they want. And trying to plan against other teams and stuff, so. Yeah, so there's all that fun stuff. I don't know. It's a concept. It's definitely like something you have to think about as a owner of a league or a manager of a league. Like you have, like what do you allow? What do you not allow? Like, can you let people get away with like completely rehauling their teams in that time period? Now, the only time I feel like a team should ignore the rule of like being able to completely rebuild is if you get a new coach mid-season. Because a coach should be able to have a team that they drafted and not a team that somebody else drafted. Dude. It's like, that would also be that would be an interesting draft league. I don't think anyone would go for it, but you draft a team and then you are forced to take somebody else's draft and play with it. Like you drafting a team not for yourself, but for someone else. Could be interesting to see like what kind of concepts come out of there. Does everybody draft a dud team just to make everyone else's team suck, or like what do? You try for the best and hope you get yours back at some point? I don't know. I don't think that would work either as much. It'd be interesting, but the thing about Draft League I did want to mention is like I saw a thing where it was we already do point systems for the league. Like, we already do point systems for drafting in most cases. Like, it's a point system draft. Like, every Pokemon's worth a certain value, and then you draft that with the points that you have. And, you know, once you can't go over that amount of points, but you have to have such and such number of people on your roster. Well, like, what if there wasn't a cap to the Pokemon that were being used? Like, what if you could draft any Pokemon every single time? Like, what would your draft strategy would then become? It wouldn't be so much of a draft strategy. It would be like, what works for you, and how do you use that to like pave your way to success? Is every team gonna end up with like 5 Groudons or something like that? I don't know. Could be. I don't know. Do you draft the same Pokemon over and over again? Try to run it like multiple different ways. You know, like an Iron Valiant, which could be really good as like a mixed attacker, a physical attacker, a special attacker, a support mon. Like, it could fill multiple roles. Like, by having so many of them on your team that you can bring to a fight at the same time. Like, are you know, you're forcing your opponent then to prep for every single set. I mean, like, we're already prepping for every single set, but then it could actually be a reality. Like, you have every set you need. Like, I feel like that would get dominated by like 3 or 4 Pokemon that had a good synergistic core, and then you just have duplicates of them. I don't know. It would be interesting, to say the least. Welcome back. Can I get some backs in chat for Nika? I don't know if I'd be down for that. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, sounds a little flat there, man. I've also been watching a lot of Solo Leveling recently. Actually, I feel like it's a really good anime, just from my experience so far. I just finished Sword Art right before it. And by finished Sword Art, I mean I got halfway through season 2 and I went, okay, I see why people say don't watch it after the first season. Because really the first season is what makes it. And yeah, it's fine. So yeah, that's just what it is. I actually like, I'm not gonna like this because I'm gonna be like, it's too much like Solo Love. It's too much like Sword Art, and you know, I really like Sword Art in the first season. But I think it's different enough, and I like the concept for it, and it's very much, I mean, Sword Art did have a dark undertone the whole time, but this one also has that element, and I think they go well together. They're two really good ones to watch. Maybe not in tandem, but like if you like one, you're gonna like the other. You watch a new series on Disney Plus. You saw some videos on TikTok. So you saw the videos on TikTok from somebody, and you're like, "Oh, this looks cool. I'm gonna watch the whole thing," and then you watch the whole thing. I want to do that. I still need to watch the dang Sonic movie, man. I do that sometimes. Like, I keep seeing, like, my TikTok feed ends up being The Rookie so much, and like, I really want to watch it because it looks phenomenal. Like, I like the actors that are on it, but I haven't watched. I don't have streaming services. I don't have many streaming services available to me. I have a few, but yeah, other than that, no. I don't know what to do. Good American Family. I've not heard of that, but modern TV stuff, I don't know. What's it about? I just assume it's like a sitcom about an American family. That's my guess. What? Ask me how I got there. There's so much content out there. It's ridiculous, dude. You can find anything. You just can't find the thing that you've already watched and rewatched again. Sorry. Trying to do like 20 things at once here. Now I can do that. Boom, boom. I don't know. There's nothing. I mean, solo leveling. I don't know. I get into different things every now and then. Like lately, I've been watching this Draft League. While I'm editing, and like I started watching solo leveling today because like I got caught up to where they're released to, and in the series I was watching. So I'm like I can't watch any further, but. Oh, I know exactly what that is. That's about Natalia. Yeah. Natalia Bennett. Yeah, that's all about her life story. And it's this girl that has dwarfism that gets adopted by a family, but they put her back into the adoption system because they think she's an adult because she's from Russia and they don't have her real birth certificate. Yeah. And she tries to kill everybody in her family because, like, she's just, like, psychotic or something. I don't know if she's psychotic or not, but, yeah. I watched the actual documentary of that with the actual family. And after watching, I really want to know how they portrayed the dad because I think his name is Michael. It's not Bennett. It's not Bennett. It's something else. Barnett. That's what it is. You gotta go watch the documentary and see how Michael is in real life because he sounds crazy. It's fantastic. Like I know it's also like part of how they were telling the documentary too. They wanted to make it seem like you don't know what the outcome's gonna be because that's good storytelling. But like, dude, they make the guy seem like he needs to go in a loony bin. Mark Duplass play. I don't know who that is, but I have seen those clips. But they also make her like terrifying in the like she doesn't look human almost in the series to me. Nope. Go up, thanks. Like she looks like a gremlin, like a goblin. Like she looks like a goblin from Harry Potter. With humanoid features. Yo, what's up, Gaming DC? Are you tired of being a big nerd again? Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I was gonna say like half an hour ago that I was tired of shiny hunting again, but here we go. Just suffering, because why not? No, but like I definitely, if you have you seen the documentary of that, Nico? You gotta watch it if you haven't. I don't remember what they call it. Maybe Natalia Speaks or something, but it's funny. I feel like the show more plays on what his wife's name was, like what, Christine or something. Where can I watch it? Man, that's a great question. Max, maybe? Max? I think it's on Max. It's on Max. That sounds right to me, but I don't remember. Yeah, I think it might have been Max. Who knows? I hope everything's treated you well, DC, as you are finding time to relax and rest after all that's going on. With your day and everything. My brain to stop working. Because my hands were in the wrong spots. I can't either, so I get it. Yes. Anyone doesn't know like why my hands aren't working? I'm shiny hunting Celebi, also Virtual Console on actual hardware. Let's see if this is the encounter. Boom, it's green. Okay. But I'm shiny hunting Celebi too. While we're doing this. So I have to do like double things. But it's for a good cause, you know, Expedition Charity. We're raising money for Make-A-Wish. You know what Make-A-Wish is? I don't know how you don't know what Make-A-Wish is. It's great. Great charity. You guys should support it. Team Yell. All of us chipping in the support. So, but because we're making a wish come true, we're also wishing for shiny so we can make our wishes come true, which is the theme of this, why we're doing full odd shiny hunts. So I got one that's 4096 and I got one that's 8192. Both of the full odds. You can't watch it anymore because apparently new episodes are out on Wednesday. Only have 5 episodes done. I wouldn't be surprised. It seems like it was a relatively new thing. Was it like modern American fan? Like, what was it called? I'll scroll back up. Good American Family. That seems like a weird title. It seems like they were trying to copy like American Dad or something, but it's not. All right. I know I'm insane. Look, I don't shiny hunt anymore. I don't shiny hunt anymore, but I do. Sorry, I don't actually have a quick button to get back to my screen, so I have to do it the hard way. But yeah, I'm only doing it for this month to give us a little bit of a break from the challenge runs that we've been doing. I mean, Sunshine Damageless was brutal. Sunshine Damageless was brutal. I don't know if that actually went up or not. Let me know if it did. Oh, I didn't get the encounter facility. Hold on. Nope, continue. Thank you. Different idea, win a game using witch as much as possible. That sounds like the metronome runs that people do. It's like, how many times I'm gonna blow up on myself? It's not like I've seen versuses of it, where instead of like losing your Pokemon, you just you get points added, and it's like golf rules. Whoever gets the lowest amount of points by the end of the series wins. Like, instead of dying. I'm also watching Grey's Anatomy. I watched Grey's Anatomy in a communications class my freshman year in college, not because I was watching Grey's Anatomy, but because the girl in front of me was watching the Grey's Anatomy, and sometimes I get it, the lesson was boring, and I looked down. Looked down to see what she was doing, and yeah, I got caught watching Grey's Anatomy. Wasn't me. I didn't get caught watching Grey's Anatomy, but like I sat next to this other girl and she was like doing the same thing, and we would like almost hit, our heads would almost touch, kind of like, and I'd realize she was there, and I'm like, oh, we're both just watching Grey's Anatomy right now. It was fun. We got to chat about it a lot. It's a good series. If you like that stuff, I mean, hospital sitcoms, not really my forte. I'll be honest. Like, I'd rather like police ones, detective ones, true crime. I'd be more into that. Hospital stuff, not so much. But also, I usually don't watch a lot of anything. Most of the stuff I watch has been like YouTube series. As I said, I've been watching Draft League. I've been watching I don't know why I keep saying Draft League. I've been watching Mario Baseball Draft League, which is weird. It's also because I've been playing Mario Baseball. I actually just completed 100% the challenge mode in Superstar Baseball. So I was thinking about that because I did it last night, and I'm like, wow, am I actually gonna keep playing the game now? I'm like, no, I've did what I needed to do in it, so probably not. If it's another comedy series I've seen on TikTok. Yeah. Called George Lopez. Oh, the George Lopez show is great. Well, why are our TikTok feeds the same? I love the George Lopez show is great. Like, I remember like waking up in the middle of the night, like with that on, because I would leave my TV on. You're like, I've always liked George Lopez. He's just been funny to me. Like, how can you not like Mr. Electric? Come on. And so let me guess, like the rest of your feed is thirst traps, because I think that's just everybody's feed, honestly. That's just a generational memory. Everyone wakes up to him, low rider. You know? And you're like, bah, bah, bah. Like what? You wake up to the trumpet, because it kind of sounds like an alarm. You know? Maybe that was it. Like, what the hell? Oh, this shit's on again. I don't know. I don't think I actually ever watched it, but like if it was on, I just left it on. You know? Should stop watching TikTok though, watching all my series. And I think about that more and more. Like I get my report on Sunday and I'm like, you've watched an average of 5 hours. I'm like, how? And then I go, oh yeah, there's this day that I was procrastinating doing something that I just was on TikTok the whole freaking time. You watching Rocket Money? Rocket Money. Oh, you're paying for Prime. You finally watch Invisible. I have always been paying for Prime. By the way, if you're paying for Prime, you can get a free sub on Twitch if you connect your Amazon account to your Twitch. You get one free gift, one free tier 1 sub to any channel you would like. So if you have it and you're keeping it, even if you're not keeping it, get it. Support a content creator of your choice. Doesn't have to be me, but you know, I did just tell you about it. Just kidding. And we do have some pretty awesome emotes. I'd love to get more done. That is honestly one of the biggest things that I want to do if we ever got back to any sort of semblance of making money on this channel like I did. I would love to reinvest it into getting a I would love to reinvest it into getting some more emotes done, getting some some emotes updated as well. Thank you, money. Thank you for the sub. I see that you have a badge, but there it goes. Thank you for 53 months. You have to always do that every time. Right. Giratina, why don't you be blue for me, buddy? Great. Gotta switch hands. This is like calisthenics for your hands. It's like I switch hands because my right hand's obviously my dominant hand. I don't know why it's obvious it's my dominant hand. Right hand's my dominant hand because I'm human and most humans are right hand dominant. There you go. But it's easier for me to mat. I should just put my 3DS on my right side. I just got used to this setup. So if I go to look at something, my 3DS can be right where my mouse is. That ain't gonna work. It's weird to get followers from TikTok. People do that all the time. They're probably bots. You know, it's honestly just probably bots. Let's be fair. Let's call a spade a spade. It's probably bots. It's tradition. I sort of get a left-handed vibes the other day. I mean, that's factual. The left-handed lore is legit. I'm gonna ship my brain from where I was and go somewhere else. Yo, Nico, what the heck? Thank you for the for meeting our sub goal, and thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Demon Lord Travis, you've been subscribed before, but thank you for enjoy your sub. Sunnyfoot, Ginsu, Drawer Blue. I never say drawer correctly. Is it draw or drawer? Then Ravens fan, friend of mine. Welcome in. Thanks for being a part of the community. Hope you guys enjoy your gifted subs. This is chaotic because I'm like doing 20 things at once. Also, 2,300 on Celebi. Let's go. I am not resetting. Drawer. I've been watching, I guess, was it Everybody Hates Chris, where they say draw. I think it's just the dialect. Draw. All right, we get it. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. We got a hype train going. Choo choo, mother. Where's that guy you need when you need him? I don't even remember what his name is right now. Thank you for all that stuff. Wait, drawer or drawer or draw? It's drawer. The person is a drawer. They are doing the action of draw. You know? Like draw. You know? That do something. Thank you for all that. Appreciate it. I hardly know it. They're sketching. Yo, what's up, Ruru? Laura. I always forget which part of your name I'm supposed to call you. I'm just calling you Laura because it makes it easier for me because that's an actual name. Creating art. Yeah, that's great. They are creating art. You know, it's in front of you. Look at the word. It doesn't make sense. It's like that the Pokemon meme where it's like a Squirtle fighting a Rhyhorn, and it uses Razor Leaf, and like the health bar's off the screen, and Squirtle has less health, and it has more health than its maximum, and it's a Thunderbolt animation. Like, it's, look at that picture. The more you look at it, the more messed up it gets. Yeah. See, Jorah looks weird to me. Jorah, I hardly know her. That was the joke if you missed it, by the way. You missed it. Leave it to you to do a hardly know her joke. Yes, every time it comes across, you're like, this, it got me again. There's something new. Yeah, that reminds me of something else that comes across my feed. I get like these like Pokemon sprites, and it's like find the shiny, find the non-shiny, find the legendary or something. Yeah. Drawer. Draw. It's a weird word. You let's just never call it that. I always think I say drawer because I have a southern twang, a pseudo southern twang. It's there. It comes out every once in a while, and that's one of the words that's like drawer. I think we all say it fast though. But I'm from an area where we say everything fast, so like towns can have like a 5-syllable name. We use one. Crazy. We got a minute left on that sub train. I don't know if we have it. If it shows me what the maximum is, but that we've ever had. But I think we've probably been. I think we've been in level 4 before. All right. Yeah. Weirds are weird. You know, weirds are weird. I just gotta fix them. And I said that not intentionally meaning to say words as weirds, but it came out that way, and I rolled with it. Y'all be wild. I've told you how locals pronounce hurricane. Yes, I'm very well aware of how that is. My family lived down there. I think you left off an R though, right? Because isn't hurricane 2 R's? Unless it's spelled with 1, I don't really know. I actually don't know. Yeah, I found out there was a place called Tornado yesterday. Oh, I got a hype chest. Let's go. What are we getting? Pikachu in a onesie? I got a Mega Consume emote. Why does that look like Tui? It's crazy. Thank you guys for the 6 subs and then hype train. Really appreciate that. All right. Let's do it. Choo choo. I got that. That's what I got. Yeah. I missed that. Why is it not do a choo choo? I like the choo choo. You just press the button, say choo choo, and you send it. This does not feel like Zelda music to me. This feels more like Kirby music to me. I guess they're both Nintendo IPs. Yo, what? How crazy is it that the title? Okay, it's not the title release for the Switch. But you know, they always release a Mario Kart with a new console. But how crazy is it that the Nintendo IP that they're attaching to the Switch 2 is a Donkey Kong game? That's kind of crazy. That tornado sounds like the beginning of definitely a dad joke. there is a joke there, I'm sure, but I didn't do it. Is that a Sinist? That is cool. You know what would make that T emote better is if it fell onto the Boston Harbor and not onto a table. That would be better. It kind of looks like a Sinist G, but also that's a very common type of porcelain tea set because that's what Sinist G is based on. So, you know, it's like you go look at like Sleeping Beauty. It's what Mrs. Potts and Chip look like. Like it's just the style, yeah. What is that? Beauty and the Beast, was that French? It's supposed to be France. What generation is Synesty in? Brain work for me, please. Is it Galar? It is Galar, so I guess it would be England. Which is weird. Unless there was like a whole thing that like French people gave British people tea set. I don't know. Did I get Beauty and the Beast is French, correct? Yeah, but it's like it's very similar to that. Like the white porcelain, the blue, the pink the purple inside, the little like pink detail. You know, all that's there. That's crazy. I used to know that stuff. I used to like Disney a lot. I still like Disney a good bit, but you know, it's not as much. I mean, I like them more that they have Star Wars, but I also don't like them for that reason. But still. But I'm gonna do this reset. I'm gonna take a break because I drank a lot of water. Not that you needed to know that, but I did. So it gets this bagpipe music off the playlist. Oh, right, it's Mushroom. Yeah, that is probably the easiest Disney movie to place into a region. I'm just stupid. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a moment. The button's here. Get back to the menu. Really need to reprogram my Stream Deck. Right. Bagpipes done. I can't hear any music, so that's great. I need to get my counter plugged back in. My counter is literally just my phone, but yeah. I colorblind. You know, I get accused of that so often. I'll have to like show you this shirt that I bought. I swear it's more green than blue, but I was told it's blue. And I wore it with a pair of blue shorts that matched this shirt, and it was definitely not the same color. It's like almost an emerald green, sea green color. They're like, that's blue. No, I'm pretty sure it's green. Pretty sure it's green. What do I know? Like Nika's name, obviously purple. Obviously. Also, I think I missed both the encounters for that one. That was a joke. It's pink. I know it's pink. Alright. I already did that twice. Ah! Alright, I gotta get back in the groove and then we're fine. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Wait, does that link still work? Because isn't it X? Somebody click on that Twitter link and see if it works and let me know. Because I'm too lazy to move my hands off my games to try it. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for challenge runs, let me know. If you want to know what we've done, there's a list of all games I've done down below, but also challenge run specifically, we did Breath of the Wild without armor, or the naked run, as I call it. We did Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, both Mario only and Ally only. We did Luigi's Mansion without collecting money. We did Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order, not damageless, deathless. And we did Super Mario Sunshine damageless. I think that's all of them. I don't know, my menu is up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on that list. Nope, I don't think so. Link works? Link works what? Link works what? Did you? I mean, we did attempt a Fire Emblem Three Houses weblock. I stopped doing that because y'all don't like when I play Fire Emblem, so I stopped playing Fire Emblem. It's fine. And I'm totally not upset about it. I'm not. It's not like my favorite Fire Emblem game or anything. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Not a problem. It's fine. Although I think if I did a Fire Emblem challenge again, I'd have to do Maddening. And I'm not good enough to do Maddening. Yo, let's go about Garena Time music. Let's go. He's ready to backflip off the house. That's not Ocarina of Time music. Link works. Link works. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I just want to find some new challenges to do, you know. I think I know what the next one is. I have been talking about doing Metroid Dread, Deathless. I don't think I'd tried that. Yeah, I don't think I'd try that damageless, but we can do it deathless, which is fun because all the freaking Emmys just one-shot you, and it's great. But I actually know how to beat them, so. I have a clip of me dodging it 4 times in a row, even though they're like frame perfect inputs almost. That's good. You didn't update. You didn't update again. I was realized with all these challenges when they keep doing IP. Blackberry raises your speed stat 1 stage when you are at low health, which I believe is under 25%. Great for something that, you know, is trying to increase their speed for a KO after they get hit. I'm trying to think what uses that more than anything else. I think it's Wobbuffet that does it the most. It raises your speed or makes you go first next turn. Custat makes you go first next turn. Selak raises your speed, I believe. Methinks. I would look it up to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it just... Yeah, Custup's the priority one. Slack is speed. And I'm trying to think like what competitive set uses that. So uses Slackberry. Burden Sweeper sometimes use it, not often, but sometimes. I know there's a Pokemon that uses it, and I just can't think of what it is. Because Wobbuffet uses Custap to get a priority in. No. Does it? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Black Krogunk with Slack is definitely speed. Yeah. That sounds like a fun strategy. I've never used Belch as an actual move before. What are you doing? Some competitive crap? I think the other thing about Belch is there's not really a good Pokemon that gets it. This one. So. Man, I wish I could play Pokemon that wasn't on stream and stuff. I know. But I guess also because I play Pokemon on stream that I don't want to play it off stream. Jamie and I were having that conversation when we did a multi last week. Okay, I want to make sure I got everything running. He's like, I don't know about, I kind of want to sell my hardware, and I'm like, I wouldn't do that because I know there's going to be a point in my life where I'm like, I'm done doing this, and I still want to do, like, I want to play games on actual hardware and want to, like, sit on a couch and play a game or something. And if I sell them, I'm not going to be able to do that. So, plus, if I keep them for long enough, they'll accumulate to really wealthy money. Eventually. Like, really, really wealthy money. They'll accumulate wealth and become, like, collector's items and such, and then I can sell them for more money than I paid for them. Which honestly was nothing, but you don't need to know that unless I told you, which I did. Can you be blue, dang it? I know we're only, 600 encounters in, but like, dude. No, we need to do Pokérog again. I was thinking about that the other day too. It's like, I'd love to go back and do like Pokébro stuff, but I also realized it was way more fun to do it in the same room than it was to do it like over Discord or something. So that kind of sucks a bit. I'm doing a run on Pokérog where I'm on floor of Pokérogue. Oh, Pokérogue. I got you. Where you're on floor 1000 like endless. True, but fun. Still, it is still fun. I need to go back and finish my grass monotype run of that, but this is like Pirates of the Caribbean meets Zelda, and I don't know how I feel about it. I can same with a special attack like 10k. Cool. That's some Gen 1 mechanics at work there. I don't know how how Endless works. I've never played Endless. Despite how much Pokérogue I've played, I've never played Endless. I really like the 200 floor system. I also think like with the 200 floor system, I'm like, okay, I know where I have to get to. With Endless, it's like there's just it's just like you just keep going. You keep going. You keep going. I guess you can see how far you get, but like still. Oh, gamer, what is up? Thank you for the raid. How was the stream? You're doing some Scarlet and Violet. I don't. That doesn't necessarily mean you were doing Scarlet and Violet. Weren't you doing like your Alpha Snorlax? I think I saw that. Ah, too many buttons. Oh man, that's why it's called Endless. I hate Endless. I would be so ticked off at that. If you guys don't know my friend Monica, go check out Gamer Monica. Amazing friend and Team Yell member. Speaking of Team Yell, we're raising money for. Did I spell it right? I spelled it right. Let's go. We are raising money for charity this month. Make a Wish. If you guys would like to support Especially Charity, please feel free to donate. I am doing, and to celebrate, we're doing full odds hunts because we are wishing for a shiny. So, I am shiny hunting Giratina in BDSP, as well as shiny hunting Celebi in full odds on Virtual Console. So I found my 3DS and I can do it this time. Have you done the daily run? I've tried daily run in Poke Road. I hate it. Because it's like, there's only like one solution to the problem, I feel like. And no matter how many times I try it, I feel like I don't get it. I stopped. Alpha Snorlax and Arceus, let's go. Appreciate you not saying PLA because I don't know what that game is. But there's obviously a solution to it and people figure it out. I just don't want to spend the time. I guess I just am simple brained and don't want to spend the time doing it. 2 shinies today, that's awesome. What were they? A Kricketune and a Geodude is my guess. Or I guess Kricketot and a Geodude because you'd be in the first area. I get them right. We get $5. Nope. This feels like Kirby music. I swear. Yo, Air Ride. I'm so excited for Air Ride. I'm not that excited, but I was honestly more excited about Air Ride than I thought I was going to be. Because I loved playing Air Ride as a kid. Stop. Reset. I would love to do an Air Ride challenge. We should figure out how to do that. Kirby Air Ride is a racing Kirby game that came out on the GameCube in like 2003, 2004, something like that. So like all these, like all the bikes and stuff that Kirby rides, like the Warp Star and stuff, are things that you can ride around on. And they're doing a, I don't know if it's a remake or a second version for, I don't remember, Switch 2. But it was where everyone's like, oh my gosh, Smash, oh my gosh, Smash. It wasn't going to be Smash. Sakurai said he's not working on another one, and I don't think they'd ever make another one without him. That would be anywhere near the quality of something I'd want to buy. Can we reset? Thank you. Although I guess you got people that still play Melee, so you know, who knows? Who knows? I've been hunting that Braviary on the top of the temple in the Icelands, and I just keep finding everything that's not it. Like last time we streamed, I think I found 7 shinies, and it wasn't. None of them were what I was going for, which is really annoying. My friend has mentioned there's a game that looks interesting called Blueprints. I don't know what that is, but that was red. That's all I care about. Yeah, if you guys are taking like a break or something, go for it. Have fun. It's a puzzle game. You might like it. I like puzzles. So much so that when I get a bar, I'm going to call it Puzzles. And that's going to be why it's called Puzzles. Because that's the puzzle. If you get that reference, you're actually Nika. and not who you say you are. Run and Bun is the giant Pokemon. I would love to do Run and Bun. I watched a Pokemon Challenges video about that. It was like, honestly, it was so inspiring. It was a great video. It was like 5 hours long, but incredible. You should YouTube it at some point, see what it's like. You should YouTube it. That's Blueprints. I don't know, I'm kind of, I have this weird problem that I get stuck on IP that I've played. So like, if it's not Pokemon, Zelda, Sonic, Mario, you know, like, I have a hard time getting to play it. Even if it's like a franchise I like. Which is weird. But that's just me, I guess. I do want to do some more Pokemon challenges. I was actually thinking about doing Mariomon, and then I realized it just came out because I watched Alfred do a playthrough of it, or like this explain the game, and then all of a sudden everybody started playing it. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it now because everybody's doing it, and I don't want to have to try to be creative when I'm playing a game. So yeah. But everybody's playing it, so I'm like the most anti-YouTuber ever because I never do what's popular. Like everybody's playing Run and Bun, and like everybody's playing Run and Bun, I should play Run and Bun. Everybody's playing Mariomon, I should play Mariomon. It's like, nope, I will not play that for like a year. Yeah, I know Point Crow. Point Crow is basically Small Ant, but he's not. Is it out? I thought Alfred said it wouldn't come out until he tweets. Yes, he did say that, but I mean, I can go on my subscriptions feed and let's see how many videos. I have to go 5 videos and before I see somebody playing Mariomon. Like my whole feed, my whole Pokemon feed is Mariomon right now. Yeah, I know, like I know about Point Crow and like his stuff. Like I've seen some of it. I don't watch him, but I know of him. And I don't know if Twitch plays Mariomon 1 or not. I would assume it was, because people, you know, that's kind of a stipulation. Like when you're playing Twitch Plays Pokemon, there's going to be people that just meme and try to make you lose. But like if the game was to get the game coming out, they would probably just let somebody play it. You had heard of Mariomon today? Yeah, it's a Mario hack that was made by Alpharad and his team. That is basically Pokemon with Mario characters, which looks really cool and sounds really fun. Really cool concept. Loved it. Wanted to play it. Everybody's playing it, so not hard to go find it. Beep bum bum. Bum bum beep bum bum. But I don't know. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna play next. You should play Infinite Fusions. I've actually played Infinite Fusions. I played like the first 5 minutes of the game and hated it. And I didn't hate it because I didn't hate it for any reason other than I was just playing it on my own and just seeing how it was. And when I do that with Pokemon stuff, I just don't like it. Like I can go play Pokemon Emerald, which is probably let me rephrase this. I can go back and play Pokemon XD. No, that's not true. Let's go even further back. So it can't be my favorite 2 games. I can go play Pokemon Fire Red, which is probably my favorite Pokemon game of all time. That is the mainline games, not XD Coliseum, because obviously it's XD Coliseum. But I can go play that and get bored with it in like 5 minutes. Because I'm not doing content on it. I think I tried to play Infinite Fusions without randomizing it, and I just like, this is just Fire Red, and was like, nope. And it was a solo game, and I was doing it on my own, and that's not, I mean, I'd rather do it with you guys. It wouldn't mean it's not something that would come out on the channel, but again, everybody was playing Infinite Fusions at the time when it came out, and I saw it, so I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Just like randomized entrances and stuff in Pokemon, or Run and Bond, or even things like Emerald Kaizo. I haven't got back around to because like people were playing it like crazy, and I know that's been years, but yeah. But I also have to think about that because Radical Red was the trip when I played it. And yeah. Whew. If I did content on Infinite Fusions, I think I would like it. I don't know how I want to do that though. Like, I was thinking of doing like a Chaos Lock on that. Or not the Chaos Lock, but like a Sun Lock. That's what it is. Where everything had to be fused. Like the only way I could use a Pokemon is it had to be fused with one of my sons. And so like I got to use the Pokemon that I like, but fused together with something else. Which I think could be fun. Like take your favorite I mean basically the game is like take your favorite Pokemon, put it with something else, make it better. Or do something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It might happen at some point. We'll see. Bum, bum, bum. Like Charizard plus something else. Larry plus something else. Corviknight plus something else. You know, something like that. Yeah, Charizard fused with other mons. Yep. It'd be a Sunlock. Team of Charmanders. Team of Charmanders fused with other Pokemon, like Charmander. Exactly. I would love a team of Charmanders. That'd be so much fun. I could build them so many different ways. Charizard with Charizard. The ultimate Charizard. But also, like, a lot of the things that I wanted to see about that game, I've already seen. So. I don't think they really changed too much of the story of the game from the Kanto games. So that's probably another reason I wasn't, like, a super big fan of it. Some of the fusions look really cool, and some of them are literally sleep paralysis demons. I get it. Like Slowbro, like I could have a Slowbro paired with a Corviknight. Like that could be fun. Bro's my dude, man. And you're like, Chaos, what do you mean by sons? Like I call my favorite Pokemon to get or use in like Nuzlocke's my son. It's like Charizard's my favorite Pokemon, it's my son. Corviknight's my son. Walrein's my son. Butterfree's my son. Vaporeon's my son. Trying to think of other sons that I have on the list, bruh. Any of my emotes are sons. Golurk is... I don't know if Golurk counts as a son, though. I don't think Golurk counts as a son. I like Golurk. I don't think it's a son. Its sons also like are Pokemon that I have lore with on the channel. Like Larry. Like Larry is literally called Larry, and we refuse to call Larry its actual Pokemon native name because it's Larry. Because I said don't make it a meme, and y'all made it a meme, and now it's stuck. Solrock Solgaleo, it is literally a son. Not sons like no. No, son, I call favorite Pokemon or things I like my son. But yes, you could skew it that way and be like, well, technically it is a son Pokemon. It's like, yeah, but favorite fusion lock is too many words. You call it Sunlock and be done. They're like, what do you mean Sunlock? And they're like, you're only beating with Suns? And they click on it for that reason. And like, oh, he's an idiot. What about a Turtle Lock? What am I, Jimmy? There's not really a turtle Pokemon I like, to be fair. Like Torterra is probably about it. And even that, I'm like, eh. I don't like Squirtle though. Birdlock. I could do a Birdlock. I love birds. Flying type Pokemon. I honestly thought about that. I think I said that with oh yeah, when I was doing Pokerogue, when I was doing my flying monotype run, I was gonna do it based on birds instead of flying types because I wanted it to be a little bit different. But I ended up realizing that I'm picking 3 starters that are all gonna evolve into fighting types, and I'm like, this is not great. Not flying type, but based on birds. But yeah, like my Pokerogue run, I did it for a while, and then, well, the other reason is like I was playing it, and I was just actually playing it. But my team was like Blaziken, Hisuian, Decidueye, and Quaquaval. And I was like, they're all fighting types, man. And I beat it. And part of the reason is I beat it off screen, but I beat it, but man, was that Rayquaza tough to deal with. A legendary lock, I would never do a legendary lock. Legendaries are just broken. Now, unless you are specifically meaning really bad sucky legendaries like the Reggie trio, or like the birds, or like the beasts. You know, like I'm not gonna allow myself like Arceus or Groudon or Reshiram or something like that. Any of the Kyurem forms, like those stuff can't be legal. But like bad legendaries, maybe. I mean, we did do a chess lock, and that was fun besides having to remember all the dang rules. There were so many rules. I'm excited for when we get to the Scarlet Violet part of the Generation Nuzlocke Challenge, which is right when we beat Shield, which actually isn't that far away if you think about it. We are at whatever the town Marnie grew up in. What's that town called? Spikemuth. Yeah, we are at Spikemuth, so we're not super far away from the end of the game. Like, we're still mid-game, but we're not that far away from the end. Like, maybe 2 or 3 more streams. And then I get to figure out if I can randomize Scarlet and Violet. Like, I've seen people do it, so I know it's possible, but I gotta figure out how to do it. Because the guides that I use to do it did not happen before Scarlet and Violet came out. So. But I have that idea is planted. I already know what kind of Nuzlocke it's going to be. Legends are, I don't know what PLA is in the first place. But if you're, but like spin-off games are not main series. Know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not, like, I didn't do Coliseum, I didn't do XD. Although I could do those. I just don't know. Ooh, it's just, it's tough to randomize those ones. Main series Pokemon games are a lot easier to randomize. But the part of the Generation Nuzlocke Challenge, we're playing through each generation of Pokemon. So we're only, even if I was gonna do spin-off games from a specific generation, even if I was gonna do that, it's only 1 per generation, and you know, we're not. Like we did red, we did red, we did heart gold, which was the Gen 2. We did emerald, we did platinum, we did black 2, we did X, we did, what was the 7? We did moon, we did shield, and then we're gonna be doing violet. Yes, I didn't want to do BDSP, one, because BDSP is a butt to randomize. Because unlike the other games, there is some like code that prevents it, and you have to do something weird. Do it. Plus, I don't like BDSP, so I don't. Why would I want to play it? He says as he's shiny hunting it. But like, I don't want to shiny hunt. I don't want to like play this game. I would want to randomize it once just to say I did it, but yeah. How do you randomize Switch games? A very long and tedious process that involves having the right kind of Switch and elements to do it. There's a long convoluted process that I actually wrote out notes for. Because I probably spent 18 hours randomizing this copy of Shield to play for stream because the process was all jank and the stuff wasn't available. Oh, is that the kind of Switch you have? I have one of them because I was fortunate enough to have one with the correct serial number to actually get it to work. Otherwise you have to buy a modded Switch and those are expensive. So, but there are Switches that you can attach hard mods to and get them to work, but I have inside the coding and stuff that I use. But I can't really explain the process because it's one, I don't know it enough to really do it, but also if I tried to even explain it to you, it wouldn't make sense. Like, it's a whole process of like having the right equipment. So, as I said, the tutorial that I follow to randomize the Switch games was released before Scarlet and Violet comes out. Since there's not an update to it, I believe that it still works for Scarlet and Violet, but I have to just double check it. Also, you can randomize Legends Arceus. It does work. I just don't really want to play Arceus either because I don't like how the game works. Same with this one. I don't like how it works, so I'm probably not going to randomize them. So, yeah, but the further you get into the technology, the harder it is to randomize. Like GBA, even Game Boy Color games, so easy to randomize. GBA cartridges, they're fine. DS games, they got a little bit more to them. Not that much, but enough that it's wildly annoying. 3DS games, yikes. They were yikes for a while. They've been made a lot easier, but Switch games, they are nuts to get done. And honestly, the first time I randomized it, Jimmy randomized it, and that was when we were doing Lockout together. Come on, Celebi. I need you to be green, not green, but red. Dang it. Yeah, but they didn't used to be. Like, I remember when I started out, GBA games were the only games I played because I didn't know how to randomize DS games. And then I learned how to randomize DS games. And then everything else became easier. And then you learn 3DS games. And then that became easier. But like the longer the system is out, the more people find out about it. And like there are things like emulators that come out, so you don't have to like hard mod a Switch or hard mod a DS or something to get it to work. But yeah, I will say that I don't abuse emulators. I use them, but only with games that I own, and only for the purposes of randomizing. So. Like I wouldn't want to play a game like otherwise. I'd go buy it. Which is why I always go like with the series, like I have to have the game, the physical game, to play it on, you know, to play it on stream. Someone's like, oh, you know, you can just get an emulator for it. I'm like, that's pirating. So no. My actual games are being used, so it's fine. Yeah, there's just a lot of different things that go into the randomizing of stuff. I remember when I first tried to randomize XD in Coliseum, the randomizer patch that I got for Coliseum the first time I did it was so it was an extreme randomizer off the bat. I couldn't change that fact. I couldn't manipulate anything about the game. I had to play the exact copy I was given. And the problem with that also became that there was only 5 different randomizers for it. So even if I've only played one of them. So that's fair. I've only done one. But if I were to play any of the other, if I were to do it again, I'd only have 5 total attempts with a completely different seed. Now that I know how to randomize XD in Coliseum with the tools on my Mac, which is the only reason I keep my Mac. I don't use my Mac anymore. But if I ever wanted to randomize it, I have it for that purpose, which is why I'm glad I have a Mac at all. And that is the sole purpose of it forever at this point. But I did not buy another one when I got a new computer, a new laptop. I really like my laptop. It's an HP Envy. And it's honestly really great. Battery's phenomenal on it. I never plug it in when I go to work. I plug it in when I'm streaming only because it keeps the display from closing. But like I can go a whole day at work with my laptop plugged in, without my laptop plugged in, and it's not even 75% drained. So now, I know the topic I bring up all the time, and I'm going to keep bringing it up because I want you guys to give me suggestions about games we should challenge run. Baldur's Gate is also one that's on my list. I have no idea how to do it because I don't know how to make a Baldur's Gate challenge run that's not like I think any Baldur's Gate challenge run that I do is going to be relatively easy and completable. I was talking to, it might have been Kong or Mitch. It was either Kong or Mitch because they're Elden Ring people. But I was like, I would like to do, it was Kong. We were having a stream, discussion. I'm like, I would love to do like Elden Ring with like bow only. And he's like, well, the thing about that is it's not really a challenge because, you know, everybody has their preferred play styles. And it's the same with Baldur's Gate. Like, you have your preferred play style, which mine just happens to be Archer. I always like to play a hunter character or a sword fighter character. Like, I always do those classes. So, like, that just seems fun to me. Not a ranger. It's a ranger. It's not. I don't like rogues. I really don't like rogues. I hate playing rogues. I've had the worst time playing rogues because I like having some bulk to me. I don't like being squishy. Like every time I've played a rogue, I've jumped into a fight and just died. But everybody has their thing. Mine just happens to be fighters or rangers. And so, like, if I did something like Baldur's Gate, there's obviously classes that you have. It's like, what's the challenge in like, oh, I can only use sword or something like that. Now, perhaps And I think about it now, and this could be a really good idea. What if I did the naked run in Baldur's Gate, where you're not allowed to have, I mean, you literally can be naked in the game, so I'd have to turn off, like, showing genitalia, but you can't be naked in Baldur's Gate. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. And then I could play any class I wanted to. Ooh. I wouldn't play a ranger. I'm playing a ranger, so. You like playing mages cast fireball. I love Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. That's what I click. I think that's a wizard. Specifically. Yeah, like you could do it. You could play Baldur's Gate naked, and that just be the run. I don't think it really would matter much, because all it would be is like you don't have armor, and you don't get the armor buffs, which just means you die more. Okay, and not like physically naked. I mean like naked in the game. Okay. I played Baldur's Gate naked, and it's just like me sitting here shirtless, and you know, it's like I gotta do the part. Like no one wants to see that. So you gotta have like clothing on to like wipe your brow from the sweaty flicks you're hitting. Yo, what's up, Boots? Sounds like a different site. I'm sure there's naked playthroughs of like Baldur's Gate on the hub or something like that. Yeah, you have like when I did the Breath of the Wild challenge naked or armorless. We called it armorless. I should have titled it naked. It would have been clickbait, but I didn't want to get like flagged by YouTube. So you came in a really weird conversation, Boots. I'll be honest. But like I don't know if like Baldur's Gate without armor is gonna be a challenge run that's like worthwhile to do. Although if the next challenge run works out like I think it will, that could be something good to throw into Baldur's Gate. It would make the game suck, but it would be funny for you guys and not for me. Cause oof. Yeah, the next challenge run is not gonna be anywhere close to as easy as Sunshine was damageless. And you're like, Chaos, Sunshine damageless was a nightmare. And I'm like, yes. And I meant the last sentence I said. You could play a bunk and still have a passable AC. That is true. And then you have rage. Yeah. Which could also go for a don't pick up anything. You can't use anything Baldur's Gate run. A monk would be so good for that. A monk barbarian multi-class. I kind of like that idea too. You just punch things. You just punch the shit out of things, man. I played a monk. I did that. It was fun. Had a great time with it. Had a great time with it because I was pure neutral. Because I was really playing the monk side of it. This is why you don't let me play D&D, because I just play characters like I feel like they should be played. Which you're like, Chaos, that's what you're supposed to do. But you give me a freaking, like last campaign, for instance. I'm literally playing a cat. If I'm telling you I'm playing a cat, what is my alignment? I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. If I'm a cat, what is my alignment? Maduck playing is chasing his tail. It's so cute. You're wrong, Monica. It is chaotic evil. Because cats are freaking evil. And I played the crap out of Chaotic Evil, and it was great. And everyone hated it. My cat is neutral. Well, I mean, the Chaotic was based off the cat. I guess I should have given you that part of it. It was a rogue, a cat rogue. So like you're gonna play the like evil just kind of feels roguey to me. Doesn't have to be, but it feels evil to me. It feels like it can be evil because like you steal things. Like that's not lawfully good. I guess I mean yeah, but it was evil. That was evil. It was fun, and it was great. It was a great place to play. Isn't this what you adding a feature for voice chat or whatever? Yes, there is. It's like its own version of Discord almost, and it looks really bad. It looks really, really bad. I'll be honest. Like they're already backpedaling on the Switch 2 because if you're like looking at the other screens when you're sharing game and stuff, they are so laggy, and I'm like, that is, yeah, that is so bad. And they're like, oh, we want to make sure your processing speed is fine. I don't care. Like, then if my processing speed is that bad, then don't give me a feature that looks like crap. You know? How so? It's like you can get into a call with somebody, you can share your game, you can talk, but I think it just looks really laggy because they, as they said, are putting their resources into your game. It's just that I don't think the Switch can handle it. The cost of Mario Kart is atrocious. The cost of Mario Kart honestly is not bad. It's not that bad. I will answer your Switch 2 question when I finish this Mario topic. But like when we think about the price of games, sure, like inflation is a part of it, and that's something we have to think about. But we are glad that we're not paying inflation prices, because inflation prices would mean games are like $130, $140, like almost double what we would normally pay for them. And for a game that's going to be probably the main release of the Mario franchise on there, we know it's going to get updates because they wouldn't do that for Mario Kart Deluxe without doing it for Mario Kart World. So we know there's going to be more things that come into play with it. We know we're going to get those things. It does look really cool. I don't think it's that bad of a cost. Now, I am not excited that the cost of most games are going to $70. $80 is a little bit of a stretch, and I think a little bit expensive, but we're also, just because we're pilled for $60 games, that's what it is. So I don't think it's that bad. Will you be buying the Switch 2? I will at some point in my life. It depends, honestly, more for me on what it's going to cost for American audiences. Because there is the chance that a Switch 2, what does it cost? It's what, $450? Let me look at the cost. It's $450, but for American audiences, we also have to anticipate that there is going to be a tariff of some sort onto it, which is going to jack the price up to probably a couple $100 more. Which is okay for me because I'm planning on traveling outside of the country soon. So when I go out of the country, I will buy it to avoid that price of whatever it is. I'm planning right now to go to Italy. So that'll be a thing. But I've seen some reports that say like it's cheaper, honestly, for some Americans to fly to Japan and buy it themselves and then come back. So that might be your better option. Switch 2, the reason I want to have a Switch 1 and mine is so old doesn't run Fortnite anymore. Yeah, that's like, it does look like it runs well. I'm excited about that. I definitely want it for those purposes too. So that's part of it. I think that's good. Yeah, what's up, Gaming Inc? Yeah, tariffs are going to be a bit of a problem. If they say games too high, I don't want to purchase them. With games being digital and costing nothing to source one made. Yeah, they should do that. They should keep the price low. I'm not saying that I agree that we should expect inflation to see $140 games, but them jumping at $10, $20 isn't the worst, in my opinion. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I don't want to pay $80 for a game, really, but you know, you do want to keep your costs low to make sure that people buy them. And honestly, they should have done that with some of the other stuff that have come out. Like we saw it with what's it called? Not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Like that cost more money than most other Switch games. I think it was $70 instead of $60. But it was pretty cool. And it was still a good game, and I think well worth the $70. Is a Mario Kart game worth $80? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth $60 in my opinion. Because I won't play it that much. You know, I look at it, am I going to put, for an $80 game, am I going to put $80 into that? Am I going to put 80 hours into that game? Probably not. Because the amount of times that I play Mario Kart are very slim to none. So, no thanks. I will not be buying Mario Kart, but I will be probably getting a Switch 2. That's in a country. I don't remember. Rome is on my list because I want to go see the Colosseum. I think Venice is somewhere else that I'm gonna go, but I don't know all the details yet. We'll have to look. We'll have to see, and it also has to work out that I can get there and all the fun stuff. The steps, like the Rome has just got a lot of history to it, so I can't think of it either. Wish you could go out of the country to get that one. Yeah. That's what I might. I'll be a scalper, you know, just buy like 10 Switches, come back to the. I don't have that much money, but you know, for posterity's sake, you know, say I buy 10 Switches and I sell them at $500 a piece, you know, I'm making $500 there, and I could buy another Switch, you know. No, I'm going to Italy for a vacation. If it gets planned out, it's still got to be planned. It's not entirely set in stone yet. But once it's planned, you know, yeah. We were looking at doing like country hopping, but the original idea was to like try some other places in Italy. And I think we were looking at Florence. And Florence is just, they're like, it's just so far away to travel there that you're gonna spend half your trip traveling, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. No, I'm gonna have some family that I'm gonna go with. So, sorry for saying some kind of person leaving the conversation. Yeah. TLDR on the price of the games is yes, they probably should be a little bit more. I'm not happy about it. I don't think many people are happy about it. Definitely keep it low cost for people that need to be able to buy it, because we don't make as much money to even compete with inflation. So yeah, that's not great, and we shouldn't hope to see things go up. I also said Mario Kart specifically, I don't think it's worth $80 because I will not play it that much, so no thanks. And I also understand, like, it's not everybody can get out of the country to go buy a system, but I'm like, if I'm gonna be there anyway, and I'm gonna want a Switch 2 anyway, I'm gonna buy one, regardless of if it's here or not. But I can wait until I go on a vacation to buy it, and I will get it for a cheaper cost than buying it here with all the extra stuff that's on top of it. Because, you know, when you start putting additional like taxes or tariffs or something onto a price, you're just making it exponentially more costly. Like, you know, if you put 10% tax on a $100 item, you know, you're paying $110. But you put 10% tax on a $1,000 item, that's $100 extra dollars you have to pay. And you know, 100 is a lot compared to 10. So like a $450 item with like 40% tax or something, yeah, no thanks. Like you're almost paying another $300 on the $400 price tag, which $700-800 by the end of it, with everything else included. There's a lot of people upset with the price and not buying. Yeah, I mean that's kind of been the question late with other games too. Like they've thought about increasing the price. We've heard it for years that they're going to increase prices on games. They tried it with Tears of the Kingdom, and albeit that was not a good marketer for them, because who wasn't going to buy Tears of the Kingdom that was a Zelda fan and liked Breath of the Wild? But yeah, I think because it's a Mario IP, I think it's going to sell just fine. And they're not going to be worried about the increased price hike. Now, there will be other like third-party there'll be other non-popular IPs that come out of Nintendo that will be on the Switch that will probably have to remain $60 because people will not buy them. So I don't think the Switch price is Switch 2 price is unreasonable either. Like, it's about the same as a PS5, and if the quality is as good as a PS5, which I think it is from what they say, then I don't mind that price tag. It's not what I'd like to pay for a system. Like, it's pretty expensive, but you know, as much as I use my systems, I'm gonna get $450-500 worth out of my systems. Like, I have 2 Switches, and I've definitely got my money out of both of them. So, but I also gotta have money then too, and we'll have to see about if that actually remains the case when I get there. You've been looking at your rewards. It seems fun. Well, you gotta tell me which one you want me to do. That's the caveat. Spanish steps. Oh, okay. I don't think that was on my list, but if it's like a historical thing, I have a historical tour thing that I'm going to be trying to... Some historical tour thing that I'm going to be trying to do on there, because I definitely want to see the Colosseum and stuff. So. I redeemed it. Yes, but it is... You redeem Squirtle Connections or Pokidoku, and you didn't say in your message which one you wanted me to do. You just said, this looks fun. So I'm confused as to which one you want me to do. But if you pick one of the 3, I will be glad to do it. Yes, I did see you were going to go to Amsterdam, but it takes time off, so. But it does, yeah. It does take time off, unfortunately. I think I did comment on that because I have to get time off. Yes, it's dealer's choice. Oh, do you want me to do Squirtle or Pokidoku? Dealer's choice. I think I'm going to do Pokidoku. If I get to choose between those 2. Give me a Celebi encounter, dang it. All right, let me get this encounter done. All right, no Celebi, so I'll let that reset, and then I'm going to finish this reset, and we'll pop it up. No Giratina, and we'll let it load. How do I do this again? I have Squirtle on my hotbar. Wheel of Fames. What did I say I was gonna do? Is Squirtle or Pokédoku? I like Pokédoku. I've not done Pokédoku lately. I've done Squirtle. Unless Pokédoku's not working. Okay, it's not. I guess I'm doing Squirtle. I think it's because I'm on Chrome. Oh yeah, I don't want to. No, I'm gonna figure out a way to do the other way. I just don't want like all my stuff. The thing about Squirtle is like so many ads. I hate looking at it. Let's play. Plus, like Pokédoku has like new things that are pretty cool that I'm interested to see. Continue, and then I gotta figure out how to. All right. Do I have a source for this? I should. That's words. Probably can actually just get rid of that. Let's see if this works. No, it's gonna make me do it that way. All right. Okay. Let's. Nope. How do I do this again? Oh, Lord. There we go. Oh, wait, I put 2,000. I can't scroll up. We need to do a little bit less. There we go. And how's the bottom look? Is that... The bottom's a little big, but I think we just do that. Don't need that much. All right, cool. All right. As long as it doesn't cover me up, I think. Sorry about the ad playing. All right, it should be good. Kick out ad block for the. All right, so if you don't know how Pokédoku works, you gotta fill in all the boxes with something that people wouldn't think about as much. Luckily, there's nothing too crazy here. I'm gonna go Bug Poison. I'm gonna go Scorpy. I feel like that's underpicked because people think it's a dark type like Drapion. Poison Fire, Salazzle, Salandit, Alola. It could be both there. Bug evolved by level up. Could be literally anything. Bug Psychic, Rabsca, Beetle. What's the points? The points are you're trying to get unique points. This line right here, points. It's just did you fill in all the boxes? Mutant will do one. Okay. This uniqueness rank, you want to have the lowest uniqueness rank because that means it's the most unique. And then the PP is your remaining guesses. All right. Poison Fire. I mean, I'm gonna go Rabsca here. I think. One, I don't have it in my decks, and two. Okay, that's probably good because that means I don't think there's many of them. I think I probably got the lowest one. So you're trying to get the most rare of each type. Which this row is going to be a nightmare if you want to do so. I'm going to leave it alone for a while. Psychic Alola, Bruxish. Nobody cares. That's pretty high. 10.6 is pretty high. Probably just going to go to Ultra Beast. Psychic Fire, Victini works. Does anything else work? Psychic and fire. Delphox. So I think I'm pretty sure Braixen is also psychic type. Something new was fire and psychic though. Like something Gen 9 was fire psychic, I believe. Fire poison. I'm gonna go Iron Moth, actually. I know I was saying the other ones, but I'm gonna go Moth, and then we'll go Salazzle here. Okay. Armorers, that's what the fire psychic type. That's pretty popular though, so I think people are gonna pick it. I think Victini might be a steal. I don't know if Braixen is psychic type though. I'm gonna not do it because I don't want to look at stuff. I'm gonna go not Braixen, but I'm gonna go Delphox. Delphox or Victini? I think more people go Delphox. I'm gonna go Victini. Okay, that's pretty low. All right, so now the level up. So it literally could be anything here, as long as it evolves by level up. Now the question is, it's the second stage. So it's the evolved form, not. Well, I just can't think of anything. All right, let's think about Alola. What Alola Pokemon are unforgettable? Bruxish. Good one. Can't pick any of the totems. They're all too obvious. Minior, but Minior doesn't evolve. You score to beat is 124. Okay. You did that fast. Vikavolt. Technically. We could go Graveler. Alolan Graveler. We could go in Alolan form. Is that low-hanging fruit, though? Is that low-hanging fruit? We could go a starter. We could try to meta game it. I know too many. It's like I don't want to go Persian because everybody knows about the stupid fat cat. Everybody knows about Muck. Eradicate the totem. Raichu's an item. I think the starters are too obvious, unless we want to try to metagame it, which I don't think is the right call. I'm just trying to think of something random. Toxapec's too obvious. Defensive Pokemon. Everybody knows Toxapex. Mensis Gen 3. Just working through the islands, trying to find. Trumbeak might be okay. I think that's still too out there. Although Arcoria forms don't evolve, the Ultra Beast don't evolve. Got it. Ultra Beast don't evolve, but Cosmog does. That's a steal. That actually might be a steal. It's my lowest percentage. I still think that's pretty high for evolves in Alola. We want like point something percent. All right, fire types. We're gonna do the same thing. So everyone's thinking of Alola fire types because they are thinking of Alola, right? So what is the furthest thing from Alola? Well, it's in America, so we have to go overseas, which means we can't go to Japan. Japan's too close. We have to go to Kalos. Kalos is far enough away that we have to go to Kalos. So a fire type in Kalos that evolves High Roar. That's a little high, but I still think that. Kalos is Gen 6. All right, and then we're gonna move to Galar because it's still far enough away. So a Galarian bug type that evolves that we could have used. I'm gonna go Dottler. No, I don't want to. Do I want to go Dottler? Dottler's a pretty good option. Dottler's pretty good option, I'll be honest. Would Gmax Butterfree count? Because Butterfree, I can't select it. Okay, fine. It doesn't. So at least we learned that much. What's a... Come on, I know bug types. Bug types are what I always get. Those are traded. The Shelmet, Selgor stuff is traded. Galvantulus, I think is too obvious. Vikavolt, definitely too obvious. Even its pre-evolutions are too obvious. Dewpider's too obvious. Tarantula, I think, is too obvious. Low Kicks is too obvious. What is a stupid bug type that nobody cares about? Weedle. We could go like Dustox or maybe like Cascum and Silcoon. I think just there's too much Gen 4 stuff recently that people are going to think about those. I think Metapod's too much though. We don't want any like we don't want early route bug type Pokemon because everyone's going to think about those too. They're going to be like, oh, Caterpie, Butterfree, Weedle, That's too easy. Spoop is the same thing. What about like... What about Shedinja? Like, is that a good call? Maybe Ninjask instead? That's a little out there. Shedinja Ninjask is a bit out there. I like those options. I don't know if I want to do that. There is a form of Wormadam that is bug type, but I think people are going to think of Sinnoh Pokemon. And Wormadam is annoying enough that people will remember it. Like, I want something forgettable. I wish it was Poison. Oh, another really good one that evolves by level up Alola would have been Naganadel. So that's all of the freaking, there's so many good like bug type Ultra Beasts that I just can't pick any of them. I'm at a 201 and I only need to beat a 124. Like that's very doable right now. Like, I want to get sub 100 would be great. So I gotta pick something stupid crazy. I'm like, let's go Drapion, but again, it's not a bug type. Ledian's too memeable, I think. Too memeable. I like where your head's at though. I could go Fortress. Could go Fortress. That's in Scarlet and Violet, too obvious. I think it's too. I kind of like Shedinja a lot. That's my pick right now. Is there something better? That's the thing. Is there something better? No Sinnoh. We can't pick that. What about a Unova Pokemon? I mean, we already got... No. We don't have any of those on the board besides Victini, technically. Man, I'm really like milking this, aren't I? I feel like Rapscale was a bad pick now that I'm looking at it. Like, it feels so bad. Victini feels bad too. I don't like anything that's above 10%, I'll be honest. So like most of my picks. But there are so many bug type Pokemon. It's the second most common typing. I think. It's up there. Top 5. Top 5 for sure. I think it's actually water. Is it water bug normal or is it water grass normal? I don't know. All right. Paris Parasect 2 obvious because of PLA, of not PLA, but Legends Arceus. Not Wormadam. I like Shedinja. I like Shedinja a lot. Yanmega, is that crazy? It's a no Pokemon. Like, what's not a bug? Like, I'd love to throw a Flygon out here, but Flygon's not a bug type. I'm not really thinking anything else. Durant doesn't evolve. Volcarona. Volcarona might be okay, but Iron Moth sitting there at 17 makes me think that somebody else is going to put it in either the bug or the fire category. Because they'll be like, oh yeah, Iron Moth. Oh yeah, well I can just put Volcarona in the other two. No, that's what I would do. And I think Good's coming to my mind. I think I'm gonna settle on Shedinja. I think I'm settling on Shedinja. Or do I want Ninjask? No, I think I want Shedinja. I think I want Shedinja over Ninjask. Well, do I? Because, like, you're gonna think, like, isn't Shedinja more commonly known? The one that looks like Sid. You mean Sid from Ice Age? I don't know any Pokemon that looks like Sid from Ice Age. You mean like what are you talking like Heatmore? Because that's a fire type. You need Bug. And Bug, it can't be Bug Psychic, Bug Poison, or Bug Fire. Although we could go Bug Psychic and double up on it, which would be interesting. I still think I like Shedinja too much. The ant thingy. Durant. Durant doesn't evolve though. Oh, or Armaldo. Yeah, that would work. It's not a bad shout. Armaldo would work because it does have Amarith. Anorith, rather. Suicune is too easy. Steelix vibes. Sorry, I'll get there. I think it's too easy. Like early route bug Pokemon, people are gonna go for it. It's in BDSP. It's in Legends Arceus. Like way too easy. Man, I Masquerain. No. No, right? I feel like that's more niche though than all three of those. Like unless you play Bakugan, you're not gonna think of Masquerade. Right? I kind of like that. It's my favorite pick so far. Centiskor's too obvious because Bug and Fire are both on the table. I think I want to go Masquerade. Any other bug type that I think of, like anything else come to mind that I like no one would think of. Nope. I think we just click Masquerain and we go for it. Yeah, I only concern about Spupa is it is an early bug Pokemon and it's in Scarlet and Violet, so people probably have it. I mean, I've obviously already got Masquerain. I'm gonna lock it. 1.4, that's pretty good. I got 1.4. That's not bad. I got a unique of 103. I know Masquerain is in Scarlet and Violet, but it's forgettable. Like, I got 102. Okay, at least I didn't put Salazzle on the right column. My boy. See, look, aren't we glad we didn't pick Metapod? Aren't we glad we didn't pick Orbeetle? Yeah, you picked the most common one. All right, let's see what least common is. Yanmega. Oh, man, I said that too. I got Iron Moth. I got one of them. I could have had Dottler, but I didn't take it. Salazzle is the least common here only because it's the most common in this category. The Crosmodon. What was that line again? Psychic and Alola. It's crazy. Yeah, that's gonna happen. What's the second in these categories? Delphox. So I got the second. I literally made Delphox more popular than Darmanitan by clicking it. So 2 perfects. Amazing. Armarouge is less than Victini. That's crazy. We didn't even think about Darmanitan Zen. I always forget about that. Yanmega, Rabomp, where? Oh my gosh. So we should have gone Wormadam. We should have gone Shedinja. Oh, we should have gone Shedinja. That would have been perfect. All right, we are up here. Dang. Casca and Silcoon, like the top 10. But look at that coin flip though on Ninjask. On Ninjask, what's it called? Shedinja. Yo, thank you for the give the sub to Laura. Enjoy your sub. Armaldo was there. See where Spupa was? Armaldo was, yes, but Armaldo was still higher than Shedinja. So Shedinja should have been our pick from what we've talked about. Spupa is higher than Masquerain. Yeah, Spupa is a 2.6. Dustox, Salazzle. So we got Salazzle, Kricketune, Makara, go fast. Araquanid, Dottler, Darmanitan, Zen, and Bruxish. I'm glad you got the Darm Zen. That was a big play. I even said Yanmega. I'm upset about that one a little bit. And unfortunately, we used Rabska in the other category, so we couldn't throw it over there. That's also the hard part. Is like some of these are the same in every category. All right. So where are we at? We're at 709 and we're at 406. The stuff. Oh. Sanduscorch was pretty up there. Charmeleon the most popular. The meta is so jank in this right now. All right. Well, we did that. So back to hell? Question mark. Sanduscorch is pretty popular. I think people like it. Also, you got to think about like when people are Masuda methoding, they're gonna use Sanduscorch too. Enjoy your night, Nico. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. We're gonna get a couple more encounters in. I don't know where exactly I want to get to, but yeah, we are full odds hunting for this month and this month only because we are making a wish for a shiny. As we are raising money with Team Yell to raise money for Make-A-Wish Foundation. So if you're interested in supporting Make-A-Wish, especially with charity, or it just shows up, or you can click on that link and we'll talk about it, I think, too. But yeah, we're raising money for Make-A-Wish, so the concept was we're doing hard shinies because we're wishing for shinies that are difficult because theirs take so long. So I am hunting full odds Giratina and BDSP, and I have Virtual Console Crystal here that I'm playing for Celebi. So So, yeah. In Selby, I'm at 2409. Enjoy your dinner. I got my Selby last year after Toronto Regionals. I know, I was there and I was really upset at you. Because I've been hunting this thing since Virtual Console was released. But I also haven't been doing a lot of it, so. Yeah, I don't expect to be on too much longer, or actually we have 10 minutes, so we'll see how far we can get in 10 minutes. We spent, what, 20 minutes trying to do that? That Pokidoku. I love Pokidoku because you can think about it like that. It's really cool. And you're making fun of a long-range muskrat. Fun. Yeah, it's not hard to make fun of elongated muskrats. Not at all. Alright. Yes, put my balls in your hole, please. Thank you. I mean, what? It asked me if I wanted to put my balls in the hole, and I did. What can I say? It's like there's a shrine in honor of the forest protector. It's a hole. Your GS ball will fit in it. You want to put your GS ball here? Yes. And I do. Put my ball in the hole. Shiny honey slugbone crystal. Is that like? No, the proto eggs are hard gold and soul silver, right? I guess you can get him in crystal. I don't know. The Kanto cycling route? Oh. I was wondering if you're like trying to get it for like egg hatching and something for like a shiny badge quest or something like that. I know some other people who've done that. Yeah. Oh, didn't mark the calendar. Didn't mark the tracker for Celebi. How is this playlist still going? I thought it was only 2 hours. It's almost lasted the whole dang stream. Unless it's swap playlist and I just never paid attention to it. Probably didn't. It's unlike like when I ran my own Spotify playlist. I don't know where I am in the order of the songs. I'm gonna commit hard to Hunting Hound Hour. That was a good shiny. I have them already. Excuse me. I was gonna do a shiny playthrough of Crystal on the computer, well, through an emulator, but I decided against it because, yeah, still want to do it, so I'm not. If there's a shiny hunting playthrough I'm going back to, it's doing Oras with shiny Pokemon. And I'm gonna get my freaking Swampert. You gonna play Super Mario Run or not? We were talking about that earlier. I really like it. I think it looks amazing. Everybody's playing it, so I won't right now. I'll play it eventually, but not right now. I never play games when everyone else is doing it, because while it is a way for you to get noticed, it also is difficult to stand out. So there's other content for people to watch instead of just Super Mario Run. But I'll play it at some point, I'm sure. I actually might just play it off screen and go from there. An asthma. I don't know what that is. Honestly, I don't. I said to get to 720 and stop, didn't I? And we go to 725. It'll be okay. We'll be okay. 725 is fine. But yeah, it's on my radar for sure. So we started at what, 550? That's a pretty good encounter. I mean, we did take 20-minute break to play Pokedoku. So whatever, but it's fine. I spent an hour and a half on stream attempting the area where the last guy I was needed. I can imagine. I was doing that like I was playing I just completed 100% Mario Superstar Baseball, and one of the challenges for Baby Mario is to catch a ball that is booted, meaning I had to drop a catch in the field and then catch it with Baby Mario before it hit the ground, which is nuts. But I got it. I got it yesterday, so now it's complete. Yeah, it's the Pit of 1,000 Trials. It's a reference to yeah, Paper Mario. Yep. There's a lot of references in that game. So. I probably won't complete the next. Like, I don't really play post-game stuff much anymore. Like, it'd be cool to do that. Like, go through a game and actually do the post-game stuff in, like, a series. But I've not. Alright, one more encounter. Unfortunately, I'm not further on Celebi, so I might have to do a couple more Celebis. Movements on the rentals are so garbage, like the physical attacker have timid nature with the knowledge and are having green. Yeah, they probably wanted it to be annoying, so I assume that's why they did that. Alright, last encounter of Giratina for the night. Is it blue? Is it blue? It is not. Dabba-dee-dabba-dite. Alright, and then I'm gonna let you just sit there. I'm gonna do 2 more Celebis, so I can get that to the next level. So. But yeah, as I said earlier, this is the only stream for the week. I have a very, very busy week. So I will not be live Thursday or Friday or Sunday unless I decide to be live on Sunday. I probably will not, because I will probably be dead by the time I get done with work. So don't expect any more streams. I should be back here on Twitch on Tuesday. I will be live tomorrow, though, on my YouTube channel, where we will probably be continuing the pit. Because I don't see anything else that I want to start doing yet. I don't have any layouts or anything made, so we'll think about some of that other stuff maybe after I have some time next week. But we'll be doing the pit again, so come check out the pit. I would appreciate it. And last encounter for Celebi, 2430 is where I got to. And is it shiny? Is it shiny? It is green, so it's not shiny. I actually prefer regular Celebi to shiny Celebi, but you know, I want the shiny one. So. Well, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel for more. Just kidding. This is not YouTube. Make sure you follow the channel though for more content. Let's grab that raid message. We're gonna find somebody to raid tonight. I don't know if there's any yellers out there, but you bet I'm gonna go take a quick look. I would assume a few people got on recently. Yeah. All right, so that isn't. We're just looking to see if any of them are doing the event. None of them are doing the event. So, yep. Hey, look at me. My name's on the page now. That's the event coordinator. That's awesome, as it should be. All right. Well, none of them are live, so let's see who is up. Otherwise, doing that. We could go say I don't get to raid the people I stream with. Just crazy. Do we hold off a second? We try to catch Kong on the flip. I don't know, maybe. I mean, out of the people I see here, he's probably where I want to send you all, so let's do that. So we've done plenty of streams of Kong before, so you guys should go check out Kong. He's doing some more of his Legends Arceus stuff. So enjoy that. I forget what he's hunting in Arceus. What were we doing? Yeah, I have no idea, but good friend of mine, good streamer friend of mine. So go enjoy what he's got going on. Enjoy the Legends Arceus over there. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you for talking and chatting. It's been great. I've had a good time. See you tomorrow on the YouTube channel. So go check that out. You can click on the link tree there and get my socials and go to YouTube, or there's a link down below that you can go check out. And if you click on the panel, it'll take you to my YouTube channel. So please go check that out. Join us tomorrow for some The Pit, Pokemon The Pit, which is Pokemon roguelike if you haven't seen it already. But other than that, that's all I've got for you really today. So thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, bring it up. Perfect timing. Look at that.